Howdy folks, Master House in the house, and today we're going to be watching a video called Enraged Man Hurls Smoothie at Slurs at Workers from Inside Edition. I haven't watched it yet because I wanted to wait till later and show you guys.
Epic meltdown in a smoothie store as a dad claims he was given a drink with peanuts in it when his son has a peanut allergy. Things escalate and the dad even hurls a smoothie at the workers as they call 911.
That's not
Stephen
cool.
Fabian is at the smoothie store with the latest.
It's the customer tirade that's making national headlines. He's in such a rage, he throws his smoothie at a teenager working behind the counter.
Oh, that is
It didn't
terrible.
stop there. So why did he get so upset over a smoothie? The customer claims when he ordered the smoothie, he told the staff
Nice
that
mustache.
his son is allergic to peanuts. But he says when his son drank the smoothie at home, he had a life-threatening allergic reaction. 911 was called, and he had to be rushed to the hospital.
My son's having an allergic reaction. We gave him the EpiPen.
I want to speak to the person who made this drink.
The video was shot when the customer drove back to the Robeck Smoothie Shop in Fairfield, Connecticut to complain.
You're in high school, kid.
That's when he throws the drink.
Oh,
He also yells a racially charged slur.
Immigrant.
oh man.
Have a customer who's out of control. He's been yelling racist things at us.
The angry customer had left the store by the time cops got there, but after the video was posted on social media, he was quickly ID'd. "I've identified this man as James Iannazzo," goes this tweet. Iannazzo turned himself in and was charged with intimidation based on bigotry and breach of the peace. And get this, he's a financial advisor at Merrill Lynch.
My
Wow.
hair was like all messed up, like from the smoothie.
I spoke exclusively to the young woman who the smoothie was thrown at. Did you know anything about the allergy? How did all that? Did he say that when he ordered the smoothie?
So when he came in, he ordered a peanut smoothie, but he did ask for no peanut butter.
It is kind of weird to order a peanut butter smoothie.
Yeah,
and
for someone
not
who
have
has
peanut
such
butter.
a severe allergic reaction, you know?
Wow, nice
There was
house.
no answer when I tried to get Iannazzo's side of the story today.
Maybe that's
But
what he
he
wants you
tells
to
us in a
think.
Statement, "My actions at the smoothie store were wrong, and I deeply regret that. I feel terrible that I lost my composure so completely." He says he was out of my mind with fear for his stricken son.
Merrill Lynch said in a statement that the company does not tolerate behavior of this kind, adding that the father is no longer employed at the firm.
Let's watch another video. Let's see. We got some choices. How about video capture? Oh, this looks interesting.
We now get out of the car.
Whoa.
But first, new video of an attack on an Uber driver that ended with a passenger in jail. All new at 6 is demand for safety from rideshare companies. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jameson Newell.
And I'm Wendy Ryan. Thanks for joining us. ABC Action News reporter Nicole Grigg brings us that man's warning tonight.
Fought with them basically to get them off of me.
Watch the first few minutes of this video. A passenger seems to pet the driver's shoulder.
Pet the shoulder? Are you kidding me? Who does that?
Later, the passenger staring profusely before leaning in to attack.
He
Oh,
came out of his seat on top of me, and when he did, I kind of grabbed my steering wheel so I wouldn't crash the car.
Joe
Okay.
Leone taking us through what happened near the end of his 38-minute drive from St. Pete Beach over the weekend to South Tampa.
If he was in the back seat, maybe it wouldn't have gotten as far as it did. But if it had, how much control would I have had?
You can clearly see the suspect, Taylor Richards, doesn't
Oh,
have his seatbelt
wow.
on, and Leone says that's what set him off.
I asked him to put it back on, and when he refused to put it back on, it triggered another alert that something was up.
Get out of my car.
all
Leone
right.
says he's done driving at night. We spoke with a
Good.
self-defense
Good for him.
instructor about how to protect yourself in a car.
We call sticky hands techniques, where we have pressure on somebody, but it's a steady pressure and we're keeping that space between us very, equidistant.
Calm down. You need to calm down.
The suspect eventually getting out of the car while the driver was on the phone with 911.
All right, now he's walking away.
Uber says that they removed Richards from the app. He was arrested for battery. We tried reaching out to him, but did not hear back. Reporting in Tampa, Nicole Brigg, ABC Action News.
Let's see what else is good.
It's an epic mess.
Me now. Get out of my car.
I've seen that. Ooh, let's watch this one.
A police sergeant is under investigation after officer body cam video shows him putting his hand on a fellow officer's neck. The Sunrise, Florida Police Department has released video of the November 2021 incident that now has Sergeant Christopher Police on desk. Sunrise's chief
What was it called? What?
of police on desk duty. Sunrise's chief of police says he finds this behavior to be disgusting and says he thinks the
It is
video
disgusting.
speaks for itself. Says he thinks the video speaks for itself. The department has muted the sound and all the faces are blurred except for police. Body cam video shows a suspect being placed in the back of a police car. Police leans into the car with a can of pepper spray that authorities say was out and aimed at the suspect. A 28-year-old police officer who has been on the force just over 2 years tries to de-escalate the situation by pulling the sergeant away by his belt. According to the video and Chief Rosa, police puts his hand on the junior officer's throat and pushes her backwards into another police
Are you kidding
vehicle.
me?
He
That's
walks
terrible.
away, then points and says something else to the officer. Sunrise Police Chief Anthony Rosa told WSVN he is very proud of this police officer. She took some definitive action. I can only imagine what she must be feeling. She's a newer officer, and he's a very senior sergeant. Broward County Public Defender Gordon Weeks wrote a letter to Chief Rosa asking him to take Sergeant Police off of desk duty and arrest him for battery.
Yeah,
Weeks
battery.
writes, it appears
That's not cool.
as if law enforcement officers engaged in wrongdoing get different treatment as opposed to everyone else. This must not be the case. Sergeant Christopher Police was cleared of 2 previous allegations of excessive force nearly 20 years ago. The police union says police is declining to comment. This incident remains under investigation, and he has not been charged with a crime. This is Inside Edition Digital.
See what else is there to watch. Alright, let's watch this one. Former cop sued for hitting suspect with SUV at 45 miles per hour.
Snap your W-2 and file Fed and state.
Warning, some of these images may be disturbing to some viewers. Wow. Oh my
A
god.
former Texas police officer is being sued in federal court for allegedly using excessive force for hitting a man with his department-issued vehicle.
Are you kidding me?
He attempted to initiate a traffic stop.
That man should be thrown in
As soon as he
jail.
did that, the motorcycle accelerated away at a high rate of speed.
Dashcam video from Officer Jonathan Granado's vehicle taken in November 2020 shows him following Dustin Bates on a motorcycle.
The total pursuit only lasted a few minutes.
The motorcyclist lost control of the bike and crashed. Bates is seen running across the road and into the grass, where the front of Granado's SUV hits him while, according to police, going 45 miles per hour. Dustin Bates survived the collision, but endured a fractured spine, 3 fractured ribs, and a broken right leg, according to his lawsuit. Tarrant County criminal court records show Bates was charged with evading arrest and drug possession following this incident. An attorney for Bates says the
Wait, what did he get arrested for?
criminal court records show Bates was charged with evading arrest and drug possession following this incident. An attorney for Bates says those charges were dropped.
Officer Granado was suspended from work for 2 weeks, and he was not charged with a crime.
The grand jury voted to take no criminal action in this case. There was also an inquiry by the Department of Justice and the FBI, and they also declined to take no action after a review.
The Lake Worth police chief said his heart sank when he watched the dash cam video.
What I saw on the video is not in keeping with the actions we expect our officers to take. It's an honor and a privilege to serve the public, and we should always do everything in our power to ensure even suspects that we pursue are safe. And in this case, we caused injury to someone, and it was due to the officer's poor judgment.
Jonathan Granado resigned from the police force in December 2021. Dustin Bates, the motorcyclist, has filed this suit directly against former officer Jonathan Granado, not the police department.
Oh, God.
He has requested
I wish they would
a jury
stop showing
trial
that.
and is seeking unspecified damages. This is Inside Edition Digital.
Sorry about that, I just had to close the door. Okay, let's watch one more video, then we're done. Let's watch evangelical leader's wife made sex tapes with pool boy. Ooh, this is gonna be serious.
The University of Massachusetts Amherst is the...
She's the hottest first lady at any college in the country.
The wife of evangelical leader Jerry Falwell Jr. is opening up for the first time about her relationship with a pool boy and revealing they made sex tapes together.
What?
Falwell Jr. resigned in disgrace as president of Liberty University in 2020 following a series of embarrassing scandals. Now, Becky Falwell is admitting to having a years-long sexual relationship with the pool boy, Giancarlo Granda, that started when he was 20. They met while he was working at the Fontainebleau Hotel in Miami. Becky tells Vanity Fair that she had a big Canon camera, and a couple of times I put it on the dresser and Giancarlo agreed to record themselves. In the tell-all interview, Jerry Falwell says he